Okay, so let's start by recording your current swing. So you already have the trigger motion.
Okay.
So before you start the backswing, you move your body a little bit, so which is good. And then you have faster backswing. So let's see. So the only thing is the backswing is not that large, so it's relatively small here. And then the whole body is moving together as one unit. So we need to separate your lower body shift and the upper body turn, right? So yeah, the transition is really fast. So overall, having a faster backswing is good. But then when you rush down, then your body is not ready. So that's why your body is moving as a one unit. So we need to work on this aspect.
Okay.
So let's first use the kettlebell and then feel how we can separate the lower body shift and upper body turn. So let's rest your club here. Hold the kettlebell with the palms forward.
Okay.
So from here, swing the kettlebell back and forth continuously. And then when you do this, try to use your lower body as much as possible. So instead of using the arms here, so when you use the arms, typically what will happen is either going up and down like this, or you will flex your elbow and then bring it up like this. But try to keep the arms straight as much as possible, and then just turn the shoulders by using the lower body. And then so when you repeat several swings here, and then make a big motion here and then throw. So currently it's all rotating together. So again here, shift and then turn, shift and turn, shift and turn. Yeah. Swing, 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 swing. Now you're flexing the elbow here. So keep it straight. Swing, swing. No, you don't have to lift it up that high. Just keep your arms as straight as possible, and then go as far as you can go. So instead of using the bouncing motion, just swing around your body. Swing, 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 swing. Yes, now already you're using your lower body better.
I feel that.
Yeah, and then now it's too flat. So lean forward a bit more. Yeah, lean forward a bit more, and then try to make it a bit stiffer. Okay. So again, swing, swing, swing. You don't have to move the pelvis early like this.
Okay.
Instead, just feel the motion, and then try to push the ground as much as possible. So you have to assume the position, body position, which will allow you to work with the ground. Okay. So instead of quickly going in like this, try to push the ground with your right leg, and then swing instead of quickly going like this. So swing, 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 yeah. Swing, swing. This is better timing. Instead of putting the hip in. Yes, swing. And then throw. Yeah. So that rhythm is a lot better now. So use quickly from fairly arm-driven swing. Now you start using your lower body. So again.
So it feels a little different because I was trying to turn it.
Yeah. So remember, we're using the body to basically drive the whole thing, drive the kettlebell, right? So you have to use the body to swing this through instead of doing something at your pleasure.
Yeah.
again, the pelvis tends to turn earlier. So again, the main focus is the kettlebell motion.
Okay.
So in order to move the kettlebell back and forth smoothly, you have to use your body. Okay? So the end goal is this consistent motion of the kettlebell. You are using your body to secure that. Again, swing, 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 continuous motion, swing, 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 and throw. So there's no reason to have snapping motion like this.
Gotcha.
Because the whole purpose is to drive the kettlebell. So you have to time everything to promote that instead of, this doesn't really help much.
Gotcha.
Again, yeah. Generate well orchestrated motion. Swing, 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 then let it go. Yeah. And then with that, also, let's try a different one now. So since you will have to teach your students, I think practicing this step drill also will help. So we'll keep moving that way.
Okay.
Okay. So you are taking small steps and moving that way. So again, here, swing, 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 swing. Use the pelvis and the legs to swing. That doesn't mean snapping motion. Swing, swing, swing. Yeah, this tempo is better. Swing. Okay. Back here. Again. Now this time, let's do this with the kettlebell. So you don't have to swing really fast. It's just try to slow down the tempo a little bit. Swing, 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 swing. It's arm only, arm only. So, yeah, you're pretty much just swinging like this. So go here and use the body and the throw, body and throw. So try to feel, just to keep the arms in front of your chest. And then try to turn with your leg action and the pelvis motion. Swing. And now here, again, as I said, no need to put this in early like this. So using the legs and pelvis, you'll have to drive the whole thing.
Okay.
So here, swing, 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 swing. Still it's arms, it's still arms. Okay, back here. So whenever I say use your legs, you turn quickly like this. So again, lean a bit more forward so that you don't turn flat, okay? So lean forward more, then try to keep it more upright, this plane, the swing plane more upright. And go, swing, swing. And then feel the motion of the kettlebell. You are not trying to fight the kettlebell, but using the natural motion, pendulum-like motion. Because this is heavy, you can just feel the pendulum motion. When you use the club, you can certainly use your arms to drive the club more. But when you have something heavy, then you feel the pendulum motion, and then try to match your tempo to that. Again, you're flexing your elbow. So because of that, you have dropping action like this. But keep it extended. Your arm should be extended and then sort of turn the whole thing together. So turn the whole shoulder here. And then swing, 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 swing. So use your lower body more. Keep the arms straight. Keep the arms straight. That's the keep it in front of your chest. That's now shaping better. So keep your arms in front of your body, and then just swing the whole complex. Turn the whole complex using the lower body. Swing, swing, yes, 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 yes. So that looks a lot better. So this is the idea. Again, I will record this. Okay, ready, go. Keep the arms straight, keep the arms straight, keep it in front of your chest. Use the lower body to swing, 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 swing. Yeah, now you have a lot less arm-driven motion here. Okay, so this is the idea. This is the idea. And so what happens is during the backswing, as your body turns, you have to let it go to a certain extent. Instead of just stopping and try to turn everything together, you have to let the upper body go, okay, without intentionally stopping, and then start the downswing. So that way you can have more time. But instead, go immediately try to pull it down, then your transition phase will be really short, and you have a rushed downswing. So again, so go up and then let it go. Go up and then let it go. Go up and then let it go. Okay, so again, kettlebell, this time make the swing a bit bigger,
Okay.
a bigger motion, but make sure you don't flex the elbow, but keep it extended. And then so try to make more shoulder turn. Aha. This motion, you can feel that you are using your arms a lot. So give this a pendulum motion, big pendulum motion, but instead of relax your arms, but use your lower body. So try to have a little bit of up and down motion feel.
Okay.
There's a step problem here. So when you go up, you're going like this. But let it go first, and then toward the end, you will take the step.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you go up here, then take a left step, and then swing through, and then right step, and then still we're moving leftward, and then bring it back, and take a left step, and then let it go. One thing important is that when you take the lateral step, instead of reaching out, you really have to let the body go that way. So when we walk, we just trust that you will always have good control. So you let your body go, and then just take a step. So if you take a side step, the same thing. Let the body go, and then just take the step instead of reaching out like this. Yeah. Okay, good. So in the back, this time lean the body more this way.
That way.
So this way, and then let it go. So when you lean this way and then swing, the turn is pretty much around the left hip. Turn, and then right step here. When you swing to the right, it's fairly around the right hip. And then lean as you go, lean. And then once this is completed, then you will be able to turn around the left hip. So you don't have to step out before this shift is completed. So shift and then take natural step. Turn, yeah. So let me show you. So watch me doing. So basically, first let it swing this way, but toward the end, I'll shift my upper body this way. So with this, I will simply take this step instead of reaching out. But if your force is still here, and then try to reach out, your body is on this side, and only your foot is moving that way. So with this position, you have to pull your arm down. But as you go up here, lean this way, and then this step, then naturally you will let the kettlebell go down. So yes. And then put more weight on the left side eventually. Yes. And then the left swing, when you swing left, still turn the shoulder more. Okay. Instead of stopping and try to put your arm here. Yes. Swing more. This will give you more time. And at the end, you will move your foot. And then swing. Let's go. And then move your foot. So both ways, do not fight. Let it swing, and then your body will just help the kettlebell swing through. Okay. No need to snap it. No need to intentionally stop it. Swing, swing, yes. Turn your shoulders more. That's intentional arm swing. So no need to go up here and then try to drop it. Just let it go. And also, on the way back, you tend to swing the kettlebell backward too much. So let it go more that way. Yeah. Because remember, the purpose is to establish this consistent plane of rotation. Okay. The turn left more. Yes. That's a lot better. Yes. So both ways a similar magnitude of turn. Okay. Turn left more. Turn left more. Yeah. Yes. Now the overall shape is a lot better. So both ways, your pelvis will turn similarly, about 45 degrees this way and the 45 degrees this way. So with that, let it go and then swing through, bring it back and swing through. In doing this, do not fight the kettlebell. Okay. So again, feel the motion of the kettlebell. Your body will simply work together to secure that motion. And then no arm action. Turn the whole shoulder. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And even when you throw this way, go here and wait until this is completed and then start to bring it back instead of quickly try to bring it back. So I use the expression, respect the inertia of the kettlebell. So instead of intentionally try to reverse the direction, let it swing and then add your effort once it starts moving down. Go and then wait until this rotation completes and then bring it back and bring it back instead of over here. So again, no arm action. More left turn. Yes, more left turn. Swing. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So tempo-wise, it's a bit slower, right? Because you just use the entire range of motion here instead of cutting it short. Yeah. So keep that in mind, and then This time, let's just swing the club in a similar way. So instead of moving this way, just stand there and then take small steps and swing back and forth. No need to swing really hard, just the easy swing. Again here, try to keep the arms fairly fixed here. Try to feel the motion of the club head. No rush down. Again, this is a lot lighter than the kettlebell, so you can easily overcome the inertia of the club, but still wait until this is matured and then let it go, the same thing, and then bring it back and swing, bring it back and swing. So back and forth, no need to swing hard, but try to just feel the overall flow of motion, continuous motion. Rush it down. So wait a bit more here and then let it go. So it's a lot lighter than the kettlebell, so you can easily rush.
Yeah.
So again, wait.
We got 40 years of bad transition.
Swing, swing, swing. Yeah, swing. So have a more shoulder turn instead of pulling the arms down. So swing back and forth, both ways, turn both ways, yeah. Do not fight, and then let it flow, and then add more effort now. Make it faster, but still, instead of snapping, turn your shoulders. During the backswing, you tend to snap, but use your body. Yeah. So try not to snap the wrist, but rather try to use the lower body more, and then try to maintain overall continuous motion. No abrupt transition, but continuous motion back and forth. It doesn't have to be really fast, but try to come up with a really continuous, smooth motion, both ways. So the motion is a bit bigger, but you don't have to snap it. Both ways, have enough shoulder turn, swing through. Particularly this way, turn more, Both ways, swing, yes, Now swing it more rigorously, let it go, but maintain this continuous motion, let it go, turn, okay. And from this direction, what I see is that you have a tendency of turning this way too much. So basically you turn this way more and less this way. So overall, when you repeat the swing, what happens is you have too much turn this way and then not enough turn this way. So in order to limit this turn, you have to move your right hip up. So then it gives you a lateral tilt. So left hip is lower, right hip is higher during the backswing. When this happens, you will not be able to turn too much. So it will naturally limit over rotation. So during the backswing, try to push the ground so that try to bring the right hip up instead of turning flat. Okay. Again here, what happens is during the backswing, your hip is moving backward too much and then turning like this. But rather instead, lean slightly more forward and then try to go like this. Then you will have the right hip higher. Okay. Then this will limit the rotation. Yeah. Yes. And then particularly in order to help that, you have to feel of a reverse pivot posture here. So instead of turning this way, more this way. So left shoulder is a bit lower, then turn this way. Okay. Then naturally you will have to move the pelvis that way, and then the right hip is moving up. With that you have good lateral tilt, then it will limit the rotation. Yeah, and that will also help if you turn that way, going this way, then naturally you will be able to shift it this way. Then the next step shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. So, swing back and forth. Keep swinging back and forth. So initially, have a good shift that way. So when you keep this position, that doesn't mean that you immediately go to this position, but rather move away slightly and then turn here. So essentially, move your left hip in front of your right hip. Left shoulder in front of your right shoulder. Actually, hip cannot go completely in front of your right hip because that means a 90-degree turn. But just to try to feel that you're moving the left hip in front of the right hip instead of sliding the right hip backward. Put this in front of the left hip. And then shoulder will turn more, obviously. But yeah, that posture is good. And then eventually when we practice the two-step swing drills, then you have to shift this way. So I will force you to shift this way later. But just during the backswing, again, right hip should be higher. Right hip should be higher. Yeah, that way you will be able to limit the rotation. Yeah, and then swing back and forth. Swing back and forth. Swing, 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 yeah, swing. So now already I see a separation of the lower body shift and upper body turn. So you were turning as a one unit, but now it's better. Yeah. So
well, that's my biggest struggle. I know that.
Yeah, you don't turn much, and then everything is turning together. So the downswing is short, the backswing is short, and then you have rushed downswing.
Dr. Kwon, that would be the reason that would get so steep?
The swing plane will be a bit steeper if you are not turning flat. Yeah,
I mean, this movement here versus lower body, we might shallow some.
Yeah, you're shallow. Yeah. So at the beginning of the downswing, when you use your lower body, you don't really pay attention to what your arms do. Right. Then you'll naturally shallow. Yeah. So, but if you try to use your arms, then the club head is going away from the body. Then you tend to have a more stiff swing plane. So again, so swing back and forth. During the backswing, keep the right hip high, and then let it go. And also, on the way down, what I see here is that you're putting the arm down here. But from this position, turn the body, and then let the arm go. Yeah, so it is important in the early stage of downswing to accelerate your body rotationally. And then later you will accelerate the club instead of letting the club go early. Okay? So yeah, from that position, let's go to the backswing type here. From this position, this is really good. Okay? And then here, try to turn the body. Okay, turn the body. Yeah, like this. Again, from this, try to turn the body. Then let the club go. So at the beginning of the downswing, you use this body turn and then add your arm motion. Imagine you're making a basketball, free throw. You can just stand and then throw if you're strong enough, or you can use your legs first and then add the arm motion, the same thing. So from this position, use your body turn and then add the arm motion. Then in the downswing, you don't have to stand up too much. because you're coming down here, and then let it go. So you have the tendency of using your arm at the beginning. So again, let's go to the top here. Imagine here I'm holding the end here, and then let it go. Yes. So when you come down, relax here, because you're putting a lot of effort here. That's why club should be going this way. But if you keep the a bit relaxed arm, arms and wrists here, then just move your body, and then accelerate your body, and then let the arm and the club go. So almost you keep it across your body, and then here you extend the arms and club. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, all you need to pay attention to is turning your body. Turning your body, and then simply throw the arms and club. So let's increase the level of rigor. So turn your body more actively, let it go. And then, yeah, that's okay, because you've done this for long. Yeah, it's difficult to change it just in an hour. But basically, once you know what it is like, then you can always work on it.
Right.
So the main purpose today should be, just just experience it and then feel what it is like, and then you can work on it. So again, now this time increase the level of effort. Okay. Now you are swinging really hard both ways. So fast the back swing, and then also downswing, try to swing hard. Then I have to stay away from that direction. Still the transition is quick. And then one of the reasons why you don't have much time is because you are not shifting away that much. So you are leaning this way a lot, almost like a stack and tilt. So initially, shift away, give more shift away. Then when you return, still you will reach this position. But because you have a away shift and returning, it's called the recentering. Now you have a shift away and the recenter to that position. So don't be afraid of shifting your pelvis away. Then, because of the shift and recenter motion, you have to wait a little bit here. You cannot go right away. Again, so instead of go up here and then let it go. So hold the club close to your body, and then release later. So imagine this is the clock spring. As you turn it more and more, the tension will build, right? So you have this tension built, and wait, and then release, instead of just going out here. So try to hold it a bit longer, and then let it go. That's better.